to our children. This article, written by Dr. Eustace Smith on digestive derangement, was published in 1869 in the British medical journal, The Lancet. It states that when a newborn child's stool is naturally comprised of mucus, but when a baby is exposed to too many viruses at one time during critical developmental periods, this attack can put a child's digestive system into panic mode. So how are our children getting exposed to multiple and continuous viruses? Like Dr. Smith says, if a child is exposed to several viruses, such as vaccines, at once, that process can cause the mucus to continue and become chronic. As the digestive system is trying to deal with these multiple toxins, the child becomes unwell, and the environment is now perfect for parasites. This same physician published a well-respected book entitled The Wasting Diseases of Infants and Children in 1885, which was reviewed and marveled as the final word on every aspect of child health and disease. In this book is a chapter on worms. You might not be surprised that in 1885, children were treated for worms as part of the daily life. Increased viral exposure leads to mucus, which gives a home to parasites and worms. This chapter gives great detail of worm infestation symptoms parallel to what we see in autism. It is hard to ignore. Signs of worms in children: loses interest, sits listless, saliva running from the mouth onto the pillow during sleep, grinds teeth at night, often wakes in a great panic, sighing, sobbing, hiccuping, belly is swollen and hard, irritable temper, delirium or stupor, squinting, sleepwalking, pupils dilated, itching of the nose and anus. Upper lip often swells, nosebleeds, stuttering, loss of voice, loss of hearing, convulsions, chronic diarrhea, or constipation for months. So from here, we want to take it through the pages of historic parasite explanations. Nearly all symptoms of ill health are caused either directly or indirectly by parasites. And my favorite, among 138 persons who were insane patients at an asylum, when autopsies were performed post-mortem, roundworms of several species were always found. When my family realized and accepted the possibility that our son's autism may be caused by parasite infection, it was not long before we could see that we had our answer. Historically, it is known that children are at higher risk for worm infection regardless of their hygienic conditions. This is also understood that worms produce material that are toxic to their host, and these toxins can change the chemistry of the blood. We began a protocol to remove the parasites, and soon after found evidence of parasites and worms in his stool. We then saw a change in our son, including his countenance.